Okay.
You know, the old
Should I be prepared for anything specific?
No.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't the same after they didn't have much fun.
All right, set, you guys. So when we are talking, it is very distracting. So, and it comes through. Not now. I'm just letting you know when we start. Just be conscious of the show going on. And then, so Aleece will go first, and then Becky, do you want to go? Hello, Internet. Happy July. We are live at the Lodge, live from Soul of the Lost Tamarack, Ground Zero,
back in the side of the barn. It's been a long summer, and we're doing a soul wrap-up tonight. My name is Greg Vadnais, and if you've joined us throughout the cold winter and the early part of the spring, you've followed along as we've interviewed several folks involved with the festival, including featuring a musician tonight. After following the interviews, we're going to have Kirby joining us for music at 9 o'clock, so stick around for that. Tonight, I am joined by almost all of the Soul crew, and we're going to go kind of right down the line and hit some of the highlights and talk about our great time this year. And first and foremost, I'm joined by my co-host, the lovely Aleece.
Hi.
Hi. How's your July?
Oh my gosh, so much going on.
It's still July.
It's still July.
Does it feel like it's been like 3 months long to you?
I feel like it was a week. A week happened,
Okay.
and it was now at the end of July.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
And honestly, we're sitting here now, and it's been a month since the festival.
Since Soul, it's wild to me.
Feels like it was
honestly.
already last year.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, we're preparing for Soul 2026, right?
What I will say tonight, though, is in true Soul form, it got nice and hot. So
yes,
we're like roasting back here.
Mugginess.
So those of you that were at the festival and endured the weather with us, it's kind of similar to that today. So
yeah, I'd agree.
yeah, and
I'm cold all the time.
Are
so
you?
I had a long day.
I was
in
wondering about
AC.
your long
I had
sleeves.
a chill, so I was like, I need to put this on. But yeah,
So
I'm comfy.
Tell me about your experience this year. How'd it go?
Oh my gosh. So Raquel and I, we curated a pretty wild weekend full of activities for everyone at the Healing Arts tent, and
As long as it lasted.
Yes, as long as it lasted. It got blown down hard with all the other tents, obviously, on Saturday. But we wrangled in being able to do our sound bath. I held off the rain. I was like, we are not going to get rained on. And literally, we packed everything up. And then, I mean, you saw me. I was trying to hold up the tent physically.
and it's going to be unavoidable to not talk about this. I mean, the last 3 years have been very challenging weather-wise. It's not historically. It's not been
the greatest.
For the previous 7 years, I don't remember it being
monsoon.
Yeah, being brutal. And to be honest, the storm that we got this year was mercifully short, but extremely violent.
Yes, so violent.
And I think we got some great footage of what could have turned into a real dangerous situation.
Dangerous situation.
So that was Saturday morning. We woke up and it was a nice gentle rain falling, and it was cool. We had a beautiful Friday evening.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Great sleeping weather.
We're like, this is not going to happen. We're going to be fine. It's going to move. Maybe if it moves south.
And so you were down. You were obviously down running things in the morning.
Yeah,
prior to.
Raquel did her morning yoga class that everyone loves. She did that. We did our sound bath. Had everything out in the tent. Wrapped everything up, and was transitioning into the barn, and then just the wind hit 70 miles an hour. It was like a tornado had just hit.
It takes a lot of hard, straight wind to pull those. Those are commercial tents.
Three commercial tents.
Yeah, got ripped out of the ground like they were napkins.
Yes.
And Tim even had to call the company back to put them back.
Now thank you to the company because they did come back and set them up.
Yeah, they got right on it.
Yeah.
I was not happy with you because you were standing out in that.
I know, Greg. A lot of people were upset, but there was I can't remember what band started on Saturday. Do you remember?
Was it Dee Dee?
Yes, because they had the xylophone. So shout out to them because they had the xylophone all prepped. It was underneath the tent. They were gonna bring it in on stage. They're gonna do the whole thing. And the rain started coming down. We're like, save the xylophone. So I held on to the tent, and then everyone started dropping like flies. They just left me, and the next thing I know, I'm just by myself standing out in the monsoon. And I was like, I'm gonna hold this tent. We're gonna do the thing. And then, then I gave up, and I was like, I can't.
Well, and the wind was one thing, and it was violent, but there was a crazy amount of amazing lightning.
Oh,
and that was so.
The lightning was incredible.
Around that time when I looked at the radar, and when I saw it coming, I'm just gonna make sure that I got my timer going here.
Yeah.
When I saw that lightning, the radar shows the colors, and usually you see green and yellow, and then when you start seeing red
and purple,
you're like, that doesn't look great.
Yeah.
And we really were just on the edge. It honestly could have been worse.
Yes, it
but
could have.
but in the same token, it was. I mean,
know.
we
Shame on
really
me.
got smashed.
I just tried. I tried my best.
Well,
but-
and we buttoned things up really quick, and I looked and I told Christy, I was like, let's go down to the barn because I think this is going to be heavier than we just had, and it might be really bad. And so she was kind of moving things around, and then I was like, we should go like right now. And I'm like kind of taking off. She's like, why are you going so fast? I was like, feel your arms. As I was walking across the field,
you could feel
you
it.
could
It was
feel
setting
on
in.
your arms. And I've had that experience before in the mountains where you're
magical,
like, uh-oh,
but
we're
also
not
scary.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be like you feel that when you're above the tree line and a storm's coming. But we're very exposed here, and it was a beautiful and awesome and amazing experience. And things got put back together.
Yeah. The whole community, right? We all did the thing to make things come back together. And
Honestly,
up and running. It
a
was-
couple hours after it happened, and then it started to warm up. Everybody had their stuff out, drying out.
Yeah, drying out. Everyone's back to normal like it didn't even happen.
Yeah, I didn't see any sad sacks. I think the people whose camps really got hammered, Michael Schwartz's camp was next to us.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I saw. Oh my gosh. I heard all the stories, and even one. Oh gosh, I forget her name. She got trapped in the outhouse. She was
Oh,
actually-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dee Dee got
Dee Dee,
trapped.
She was in the outhouse, and she was like, "I'm just gonna look to see."
She told me that, and I thought, oh my God, because one of those outhouses got blown over.
Yes.
I was like, you weren't in the one that got blown over,
Oh
were
my
you?
gosh. Yeah. And it takes a lot of wind to blow those suckers over.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness.
Yeah. So I want to brag and make sure that I did come to a sound bath.
I know you
was
did.
that Sunday? Was it late? No,
it
was Sunday morning.
It was Sunday morning. Yeah.
That was so cool.
I'm so glad you were able to
And-
decompress and have a moment.
And I said it. I think I said it at one of the episodes
He
before.
did. He did do it live. I said, make a note. Greg's gonna go to a thing, and he did.
And I held up my end of the bargain, and I laid down and I just let it happen, and it's very cool. And
Did you have any cool experiences during it?
waking? So I'm a really good dreamer,
Oh, okay,
so
good.
I can
Off.
I can drift off very easily. And I was just letting myself go, and then you do kind of start to move a little bit. I was going a little bit of the roller coaster, and you have to fight the awareness,
Yeah.
and don't react or don't. It's kind of like scaring a deer. It's like when
Yeah.
you see it, you're like, oh, there's a deer. I don't want to scare it away.
Yep.
And it's the same thing I think with your awareness when you're kind of in that state where you want to be present but not overly conscious of it.
That's a great analogy
Right?
too.
Is it
Yep. Yeah.
kinda?
Totally. Yep.
Yeah, so and I was completely sober, and it was a beautiful experience, and I was very happy that I did it, and I intended to do it again at Bliss, but this was a busy year for me there, so I couldn't carve out the time.
Yeah.
But that's another great thing about Soul is we do have a lot more free time, with the one stage and sort of the openness of the grounds. You can give yourself as much time as you want.
And the intention. I always go back to how Soul is laid out for us. It's the one stage. It's the intention of seeing one act at a time. And what's great about the Healing Arts tent that's just, right over there, you throw a rock, is that you can still move and still enjoy all the things that are happening on the premises without having to feel like you missed out on so much.
Did you have new people this year that hadn't been?
Yes, and it was lovely to have that feedback too, because people were like, "Oh, we're coming back next year," and I was
Cool.
like, "Great." So
Were they local folks or people that you knew or
Nope.
just
not from here.
randos?
Yeah, randos.
That's awesome.
I know.
That is the great thing about this festival too, is when people find it, and and we've said it before, and it's just kind of like
They come out of nowhere, and you're like, "How did you find us?"
Yeah.
So glad. But
yeah, absolutely.
Tell me the story.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was we had some cool people across from us that I kind of recognized but didn't know, and made sure and went and befriended them and were friendly. So you guys had a big camper set up in the back of the
We
property.
did.
How'd you like that?
Oh my gosh, it was so nice. We were doing it. We're never not doing it, honestly, because it was so much better. Because we just do so much in the festival that
Yeah.
it's just a whole lot better than having to set up a tent, take it down, do the whole thing. So
Yeah.
the camper was a lifesaver, especially for the storm, and it was nice to have like dry things.
Yeah.
So yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah, so everything that you owned didn't get wet.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Did you close the windows before you went down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would have even gotten in if they'd have
It
been
probably wouldn't have. Maybe got a little wet. But
Well, and
yeah.
maybe
And we tried to we did the whole like cold after at night.
Yeah.
Keep the windows open in the morning, close them because it gets hot. So
Yes, yeah,
we're just
those are
keeping our
definitely
own.
little fart boxes.
Yeah.
But that was a big one.
Yeah.
That was a big camper.
This is so great.
not that women fart, but
I love that we went there.
I've heard. You could be loud about opening your White Claw, Tim.
Yeah.
That's a sound I don't mind hearing.
Make it crack. But yeah, so I mean, the whole weekend was great. Knowing that we had more people new to the festival, things ran as smoothly as they could in the sense of what happened. Let's just say, but yeah.
And ideas for next year?
Oh my gosh. Well, we have already our providers that are locked in. We also have more people who are interested in providing next year. So we're going to even have, I think, a longer schedule because more people were actually asking for more. So
Who was the kid that was flying the drone around?
Corey Alanis,
was
shout out
cool.
to you. Yes, his stuff is amazing.
Is it? I haven't seen anything yet. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he's
posted on it for
Has
Soul.
he? Okay,
Yeah.
I need to find that because I thought I bet you this looks really cool
Oh,
right
it
now.
looks amazing. Yeah, his stuff is great. And he got some shots around the Healing Arts tent too, which was
Yep.
amazing. So
I
yeah.
wonder if he got any after the storm. The destruction.
No, he was not there because for drones it's hard. They have
Right.
all the things that they can't do. Rules.
Oh yeah,
and
I
stuff.
didn't think about
yeah,
that.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
the rules.
Yeah, the rules.
The rules apply
he
even out
follows them,
here.
so that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah, so we have a wide range of things that are already prepared for 2026. We're really excited. And if there is anyone out there who is wanting to get involved, support, sponsor, please reach out to the Lost Tamarack Lodge's website. We've got a contact email and also any one of us on the team that you'll be seeing here live.
where do people find you?
Oh, me. Well, I love that question. That's
Yeah,
a really great question.
yeah.
So my business is Connected Healing Arts and Movement Design in Boyne City. So you can find me there. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, at AR Balchik. So yeah.
Cool. And how about Raquel? She was
Raquel-
an integral part of this as well.
She's down in Ludington,
Yeah.
so she helps with me behind the scenes as we talk through the phone and meet and collaborate and get all the details in order, let's just say, of making the schedule happen.
Cool.
She's in Ludington though, so coming up is not
Right.
that feasible.
So that's why she's not here tonight.
Yes, that's the one.
She's
not
here in spirit.
tonight. Yeah, she's here in spirit.
Do you have anything coming up in the short term
In the short term,
that's worth telling people about?
I know. I like. There's so
That's
much.
a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's.
What's happening in the
honestly-
next 24 hours?
Ah.
That's how I operate.
Yeah, it's my schedule has been blowing up in a way that I was not expecting, and it's been a good thing.
Right.
But also overwhelming because you just don't realize, and then it's July.
Yeah. And then it's September, and then it's
December,
December,
yeah.
and then it's Soul
and then
again.
it's March, and then
Well,
you're like,
don't,
oh.
Don't forget about us when you don't get too busy for Soul.
Oh no. Like we already wanted to make sure that the schedule was on progress.
Right.
To like make things easy. So
You did a very good job as part of the behind the scenes team. I think organizing and keeping us on task because we definitely have a tendency to drift into fantasy land.
Hey, well, I mean, we're all supposed to play, right? We're
Right.
supposed to play here. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
But also, yes, we do need the organizing skills of like, hey, this needs to be done, and we need to do this.
You're
so,
great at that.
know.
And you have good handwriting too. I
Oh,
noticed. So
thank
that's
you.
a good thing.
Yeah, when I need to.
Well,
Lock in.
we're gonna keep moving along unless
Yes.
there's anything else that you have.
No,
that's-
my biggest share is for anyone watching. Keep up with our Live at the Lodge. We're here. You're hosting. It's been fantastic. You do a great job at what you do, keeping all the cats wrangled in and out. But yeah, we want you to tune in. We've got great artists every Live at the Lodge, and that's a great spotlight too for highlighting what happens at Soul. I'm not even sure what we're going to have for Soul for Music next year, but I can only imagine that next year is going to be just as incredible because there were some really fantastic artists that showed up this year.
Great music for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aleece, thank you so much. It was
Thank
great
you,
to
sir.
see you.
I'd
Thanks for
hug
taking
you,
the time.
But, the mic and
Yeah,
all that.
no, I
so.
get it.
And we'll transfer to the next person.
All right. So coming up next, we have a very special person who made the long drive up here to be with us tonight. If you entered or exited from the front gate, or you've been here for any amount of time, you will recognize Becky Freeman.
Spratky.
Spracky.
I'm married.
I know.
I know,
Well,
I
I
know.
just think of you as Tim's sister.
That's all right. I like my name. I like Freeman.
There are ties.
There are ties.
I like it.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
How was your drive up?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, okay. I'm a shoot from the hip person. So I'm going to steer in one direction, and then you just grab the wheel and go in whatever direction that you want to the most.
Okay.
If you had to give yourself a title, as a position in the soul, what would you call yourself?
Secret sister. Secret sister.
Okay. And were you running the gate this year? Was that primary?
Yeah, I mean, Nick's sort of my guiding light, sort of. But yeah, I sent a lot of texts.
Okay. So how was that for you guys this year?
Better than a lot of years. Like it went pretty good. I mean, we always could use a little more manpower, but it went good.
So I thought it was great. What I like seeing every year is I actually like seeing that area grown. Like there were more tents, there were more people.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely felt like the intention of organization was palpable.
Intention. Yes. Yes.
And everybody was kind of like trying very hard to do the job of checking people in.
Right. Well, and you know what? Like the best part about the front gate is like you get to meet everybody.
Oh yeah.
You get to meet like the bands and their friends and the first time randos. And this year the Woodland Gays we found. My brothers will understand that. Maybe not that one. It's so much fun. And then you're walking around the festival and you're like, hey, I checked them in, then them in, then.
So when people are coming in, can you tell like first timers from people that know the kind of where they're at?
The first timer's like, I don't have a ticket.
Is there anxiety?
Yes, and you're like, it's all good. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even as somebody, even being a part-time resident here, there is a degree of anxiety arriving on a site for everybody. So and I kind of do want to go back to that for everybody that you had.
Do I give anxiety?
No. We all bring it with us.
Okay.
So usually it's kind of like a great spot to like let it go. And what I will say is everybody that I dealt with at the gate, I came in and out a couple times and everybody was super chill and I didn't like there wasn't that feeling of like people looking for problems. So like what you want to like be welcoming. You guys were very welcoming.
Well, thank
That's
you.
a super important
Well,
part of
thank
that job, I
you.
think.
Thank you.
Did you have any struggles up there?
I mean, there's always the person who's trying to get in and like, I'm only here for 10 minutes. Can I just drive through? I want to see what it looks like. You're like, yeah, no.
Really?
Well, yeah, no.
People
Yeah.
that know Tim?
Well, there's a lot.
How much of that do you
those.
get?
There's a lot of that, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Can you
I
let-
feel like it's like I should become like the Italian mob where I'm like, you might know Tim, but you don't know me. You got to pass some,
That's actually a great way to put that.
I think that I should just start that,
Yeah.
right? And maybe that
Or-
is like the price of the ticket. you know?
Everybody knows Tim, but I don't know you.
I'm secret sister. It's the best part.
So what else did you have going on for yourself throughout the weekend?
So my friends and I have we call it the Gully or Family Camp, down there, down in the gully. And we set up and we cook ourselves smash burgers and we play music and we have a great time down there. It's almost like our own little ecosystem of fun down
I've been down there one year in the past. That's a very
Yes.
cool spot. It's
Yeah.
far enough away that you are definitely alone,
Yeah.
but you can still get a sense of what's going on. You do have to walk up that little.
You do. You
Perch.
do. Well, my husband brings this Jeep now, so
Oh.
that's helpful. But we started that when our kids were little, and we're like, we have to be far enough away our kids can sleep.
Right.
So now, like, when people come and they're scouting around and they're going to set up a tent, we're like, we like to sleep down here.
Yeah, right.
So if you have little kids or you like to sleep, you can stay.
This is a spot
if
for
not,
you.
most people stay.
How'd you guys fare with the weather?
It was fun.
What was your storm
there was,
experience?
Our storm experience was, we saw it was coming in, crossing, and my friend goes, "Get in fast, it's gonna blow over." And we're inside this tent and everybody's holding a pole. And then we're like, Joel says, "It's gonna go, everybody run."
The easy
So
up.
I take all the little kids, we crawl in the Suburban, kids are crying, whatever, texts are being sent. Joel stayed in the tent, held it down. My husband was in a tent, everybody was like, "Hold your tents down." And then the sun came up, and then we said, "Let's go walk about and help people." We found the porty that fell over.
Okay.
And somebody says, "I don't know who's gonna look in there." And my friend Aaron and I said, "We are." It wasn't so bad. It was fine. It was great.
I didn't even think about what happens when it spills.
Well, no, but you know what? Whoever Tim has doing the porties here, spot on. Does a great job. It was tidy.
It was. And I mean, and that's the other thing about the size of this festival is it's like, by the end of the weekend, everybody's a little bit of a mess, but
Yeah.
those porta potties have been very well maintained throughout the years, and there's always plenty. And we even have enough that they can get tipped over and still have
And it's all good.
extras.
I know. It's all good.
I think we're
right?
all going to have like a bit of PTS. So you guys weren't looking at a radar on your phones or anything. You were just looking at the sky?
I don't like to have my phone on at the Soul. So, yeah, the front gate is sort of messed that up for me because I do have to check my texts. But so no, I don't look at.
Well, and the other different thing about this, and I only ever compare everything else to Bliss because that's the other festival I go to. But there is no reception out there. But here, we have great internet, obviously because we're live streaming right now from the barn, and you can communicate with people. And in the case of that weather incursion, I did like having it because it made me feel good to know like it's not going to last forever. It couldn't. I mean, it was not that kind of storm. It just, like you said, it came and it went, and then the sun came out.
It wasn't like the year that the Sherpas were playing on a Sunday night, and it was storming a little bit, and I put my daughters like up in a camper up here, and then somebody says, 70-mile straight line winds coming. I was like, I better go put my girls in the house. Oh, it was a sloppy.
See,
sloppy.
we had gone home, and I saw that. We came back out.
It was actually a little fun.
We drove through it on the way here, and it was scary because we were coming down Thumb Lake Road, and there were literally branches falling out of the trees, and it was constant lightning. And all I kept thinking about is like, oh my God, I hope it's like, and I think we were driving through what was going to hit the farm. So by the time we got there, it had come and gone.
Yeah.
And I saw the aftermath, and I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen out here. And then we had this last year. There is something to be said for it happening in the daytime when you are able to sort of put your life back together afterwards.
Right, and everything's dry. And it dries so fast out here.
It does.
Yeah.
And we can always say that, hey, it kept the dust down.
Right.
Cooper didn't mind it. I put some pictures up of Cooper laying in that puddle right outside the barn afterwards, and he was just sitting down happy as heck.
Little mug.
And we were all rewarded with ice cream.
And we were all rewarded. Yeah, that's right. Ice cream. That was great. I know.
What other any other surprises or what? How about band wise? Did you?
Oh my gosh, what was their name? World.
Right. Yeah.
Most of my camp went to bed, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? I loved them.
That was the coolest thing.
them.
And the best thing about them and the time slot they played, the mugs are annihilating.
Right.
Absolutely crushing it, like just smashing the fucking barn. Everybody's going nuts. They are such a high level, hardcore rock band. And I'm looking at the schedule and I'm like, man, this is going to be interesting to see what happens when we jerk the wheel 180 degrees in the other direction. And those guys got up and everybody comes rushing back in and packs the floor, and the faces on the band. That was the best show those guys have ever played. They were so they were so happy. I'm sure that they were like terrified and like confused about like what is going to happen next. Like how do we go on the stage, and what do you do after a band like that? And like why are we playing right now? It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And yeah, I was in front of that stage the whole time, just getting my mind blown.
But wouldn't you say that's the glory of the soul? Is you never quite know what you're gonna get,
Yeah.
right? So when my friends who've never come, they're like, "Oh, what kind of music is it gonna be?" I'm like, "Well, you never know."
All kinds.
We had some country one year. We had some jam bands. We have, Django-phonic that one year. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
Hot club jazz.
Okay.
Gypsy jazz.
The gypsy jazz. I like that.
So, and this is one of the things that I run into as a musician and a sort of pseudo producer of music events. You do get people that are very, they're not concerned, but like people, it's almost like people think they want to know, they want like certainty. They want to know exactly what experience they're going to have. And I run into this with a concert series I was booking. It's like, well, nobody knows who that is. And it's like, nobody knows who anybody is.
Right.
If you went out and asked 100 people on the street who their favorite band is, that they've, who their favorite Michigan band is, even,
Right.
like if they can name one, I'd be like, oh, cool, you're like a music fan, kind of. But
Right.
there's just so much talent and so many great working musicians at the level that we're booking bands at, that, I mean, I feel like I know a lot of people, and I'm always blown away. I mean, like World is a perfect example.
Right.
I kind of knew what that was going to be, but not really. And there is absolutely nothing. I mean, you can listen to something and be like, oh, that sounds, that's interesting. Maybe I'll like that. But when it's on stage, under the lights, in the nighttime, in the middle of a weekend like that, you're getting the experience that we're trying to put on here at Soul. It's like, have a live music experience at the highest level, which is what you're getting with Mark Allen Sound. And that is such a great point to be made, of like trying to tell somebody
You don't know.
what
and
is
then
it.
You go home and, I live in Grand Rapids, and then you're like, oh, look, that band is playing at Founders, or I was in Flint this week, and two of the bands we had this year are playing there. And
Right.
you're like, suddenly you're like, you see them.
Yeah.
I see bands.
Yeah. And when you get to go up to them and say, hey, I saw you at Soul, that's a special thing too. Because for those bands, not everybody makes it up here. A lot of people don't know it exists. A lot of people want to come. And it's the hardest thing for us, I think, throughout the year to select, because we've only got one stage and we've only got 3 days to make it count. It's hard to get everybody that you want.
Right.
And the people that do, the bands that do reach out to us, we do get your submissions, and we will get around to getting, there's a long line of people that we want to get. We always got to bring back some people from the last year and give some folks and sort of build the cycle, and make it stronger. So as a musician, I know that you get frustrated, or you're like, oh, I really, really want to play there. And it's like, just please stay on the radar. Please stay in touch with us. I promise we are receiving these things, and we spend the entire year in this barn looking at submissions. So if you are just learning about the Soul, or you're just or you're getting mad because you haven't heard anything, please submit on the website. We'll watch whatever you got, and we do know the difference between it's hard to get good video. It's hard to get good audio. We understand that, but we see what you're doing. So keep at it. It matters, and you guys are great, and we really appreciate having you. And we really appreciate having you. You've done a great job today. Prior to sitting down here, Becky's been back there on a computer taking notes on all the things that we need to do next year. You've got some great input.
Thank you.
And I think that you are an absolute added asset, and it should not be a secret.
But that ruins everything if I'm not the secret sister.
You're a strong asset to the team, so we appreciate having you.
Well, thank you. I love the Soul, and I love my brother, and my friends block this off every year. It's a big deal for them.
Yeah,
So
it's awesome. You guys have built a great thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The
All right.
duck quacking
Okay.
means that
Duck
we're ready for our next
quacking.
person.
All right.
Can somebody fire me up another ice cold White Claw, please? So, next up, we have what I would consider one of the strongest assets to Springbrook Golf Course. Oh, no. Oh, are we doing Jacob and Frank?
Nick's not here.
No, I thought we were gonna do Dewan then you
Oh.
guys, because Dewan's got to do the transition.
You
Yeah,
got us all out of order here, Dewan.
Do I?
yeah. You
Okay.
get up here because
Okay,
you
well.
got to transition us.
Sounds good.
Sorry, guys.
The Lions twins up there.
He can bring that for me.
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right. Hey, you know what? This is a grassroots production, people. You just got to walk away from it.
Right. I just double check.
All right, Dewan, have a
Everything's
seat.
Still working.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. So you sit. Dewan right now is running the show. Literally, there's 2 cameras, a monitor, our whole little television setup. Dewan's been at every one of the Live at the Lodges. He's been an integral part of the production behind the scenes. And I like to get him in front of the camera a little bit because most of the time he's got a camera in his hand, or in the case of Soul, you're sitting back behind the stage. You almost never see him at all here because you're sitting in a studio the whole weekend.
The entire time, unless I got to go to the bathroom and eat.
I mean, that's it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like Mission Control.
Yeah, I slept back there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just locked the doors on both sides. Slept, blew up an air mattress, and
I always try to take a good couple photos of what's going on back there because I am always amazed at the setup. I can't believe what we get away with.
it's so much fun.
And do you ever get like, I mean, you got to be in a headspace to be there. Like you're just committed.
Yeah, I'm locked in. I think working with Mark Allen a lot early, when COVID happened, I kind of picked up some of the characteristics. Obviously, working with Tim before that and doing construction, he put you through the ringer first,
Right.
and then you just come into the fold, and now you just become Terminator working with these guys.
It is one of the hardest. I think I would say almost without exception, I think you've got probably the hardest job that I can imagine because I am such a busybody. I can't sit still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being in one spot. And every time I go back to see you, I know there's nobody else there. It's just you. You're the last line of defense, keeping the live stream going.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and it's on from, when do you start the live stream?
With the first band on Friday, and then it ends every night after the last band. So it's on, I think the longest day was 15 hours maybe.
So you're on
Saturday.
I mean, you're on site start to finish.
Yeah.
You hit, but when you guys are watching the live stream and it hits go, Dewan's sitting back there running all the various cameras. We have people manning the cameras out front, but Dewan's talking to everybody, making sure the stream's set up, keeping his ear on the production. What else are you doing in the moment when a band's playing? I mean, you talk about that part.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious.
So when a band's playing, anytime, it depends on what time of day really. I would say between, the 8 and the 10 o'clock, the light is changing constantly because the sun's going down. So, the lights come on from Mark. So everything in the cameras, the settings have to gradually change over time.
I never even considered that.
Yeah, that's one thing. So I'm always running out there, but I've also communicated with my camera operators like, hey, this is how you turn down the light in the camera or up when the time.
So you're kind of
goes.
training people in the moment.
Yeah,
Because I noticed. I mean, I know Frank and Jacob are there, but there were some definitely different personnel on cameras.
Yeah. We had I think maybe 4 new people total.
Okay.
And it's funny because I'm like, we're switching people off so many times of the cameras. I'm having a hard time from this band to the next band not saying the names of the people on the camera from the band beforehand.
Sure.
I'm like, wait a minute, no, you're so-and-so. So sometimes I'll be like, you're camera 1, you're camera 2.
That's what
before
it needs
they
to be.
know,
Yeah.
And so just in case I forget your name, which I was doing better than I expected, but I let them know. I was just like, just in case I say camera 2, that's you.
Yeah. You should just start there. You don't want to humanize people too much because then they'll start getting precious, and then they'll be like, but you know my name. Like, you can yell at somebody when you just talk to them like a number.
I try, festival is personable. I try to keep it like that,
I've never seen you freak out about anything, dude. on the golf course, and I'll say that too. You've been getting out on the golf course, and I was telling somebody the other day that going out with you and Nick, it's like, you know, I've played for a long time, but getting out there with you guys, it's like it's more fun because you guys don't care as much. It's so much faster, and I've seen a lot of beginner golfers flip out, and I've never seen anybody take it like you do, dude. You take it so well because it totally makes sense with your personality everywhere else because, you know, there's a lot of things that you can get upset about, but you just don't. You just fucking roll with it, dude. And I know you've got to have that attitude at a festival like this because I would get emotional personally. Do you go through that?
There's times that I have, you know, in the past where I guess the most upset I've been at a time was not knowing if someone's gonna get up on their camera, and I'm just like, where is this person? Like we talked about it beforehand, like where are they?
Right, down to the wire.
And then like a couple songs ago, so I'm just like locking their camera off, and I'm like, we're just gonna use. And then they like kind of show up and crawl up there later on, and it takes everything into me, like, you know, everything in me to not be like, where the hell were you at?
Thanks for showing up, camera two.
Yeah, that's kind of how I say it. Is like that, like, oh, thanks for you made it. Were you napping? And the porta potty, what was going on? You know?
Did you meet a girl?
Right.
Talking to some chicks?
And we joke around on the microphones a lot because I am talking to the guys that are operating cameras at the same time. So, this year, shout out to Mark Allen. He bought us double earmuffs for the people out there because every year before that, there was only one.
So there's no bleed?
And there's no way you can hear anything in this one earphone unless you're operating like this and like, you know, trying to move the camera.
That makes total sense. Yeah. Well, and I've been on production crews and I've got a little bit of earpiece culture, and it is fun, you know, when you're in the middle of the week and the hecticness is going on, and then when there's a lull. I was you know, doing this festival that we work at, and you know, there's a total lull. We've got like multiple departments, like 8 stages going. It's chaos the whole time. And if it goes 30 minutes, it'll be like, something's wrong. There's nothing wrong. You know, like why is everybody so quiet? Is you know, and when it gets quiet, there's really like, is this working? Is everybody working? Is everything okay for a minute?
Still here. And it's funny because you kind of realize that everyone's just locked in.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Now.
That's
like
a good feeling. Right?
Yeah.
Then
really
you know
is.
it's like then it's churning.
We don't even really have to say much anymore.
Right.
You know? Now I'm not saying, hey, go to the left side and pan slowly across the stage to get everyone playing. Somebody's already setting up for that if I'm not on their camera. So I'm just like, coming to this camera. I'm coming to
and you're seeing it on multiple screens. I'm just telling the people out there. So so Dewan's got like mission control. He sees all the camera angles of everything plus the master shot. So you can choose. You're seeing as the show's going on through all those cameras, and you're switching between them. So we've got the fades going. So when there's a certain level of like expertise or intelligence being portrayed by the camera operators, you're like, sweet, they're already there. You don't have to say it. They already kind of get it.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, you want to come back for prime time? Like, if I'm seeing that you're like, hey, that shot was awesome. Like, you're following the band. Like, the guitarist has a solo. You're already either close up, you know, on the fingers or like, you know, top half of the body is showing. I didn't have to tell you, hey, go do that. You know, that's when I'm like, okay, this person's locked in.
That's so interesting because when people watch it, you don't realize that, it's not like we have like a professional and then volunteers. So to have that sort of shorthand communication and to see it come together like that is what makes those shows so cool to watch. And we're so lucky to have that. So are you talking to Mark Allen at all, or is he completely separate from your operation?
So he feeds audio to me, and we have recently also mic'd the room, so we're getting crowd noise and like a little bit more amplification in the room. There are some things down the road we could probably discuss, but that's also me leveling up in my audio skill level to be able to run a Dante where I can have multiple different channels and like kind of control the instruments on my end as well.
Yeah.
But I am getting his feed, and it is coming in, and he does come back and like check out my mix and my sound to make sure it sounds good on our end too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And guys, just to make the point again, I mean, I know you know because when you see this, we're sort of programmed. I think, at all levels of all generations at this point. We're all watching computer stuff all the time, on our phones, on the computer, whatever we watch. Like you're inured to the idea that there's a lot of production going on to bring you these images, and even just to get the audio signal from these mics. Like Dewan's always adding to the arsenal of equipment that we can deploy for all these different purposes, and it doesn't just happen. This festival is not somebody sitting with an iPhone recording. I mean, these are real deal cameras, absolutely professional grade equipment, and and just like an amazing balance of expertise and just even keeled attitude. Dude, I so much appreciate what you do back there. It matters so much to the festival. It wouldn't be what it is. It's the only festival like this that's doing what we're doing. I mean, wouldn't you say? Do you see anything else like this?
No, it's funny. I was talking with Flo from Libe Lula. Shout out to them. We were out one wheeling, and he was like, it kind of reminds you of like Tiny Desk, or there was like something else. And I was like, it kind of does. I was like, the cool part is that though there's a crowd, you know what I mean? And it is a festival. So that does make us unique in that aspect, where it's not just like you're pulling up in front of cameras and just playing in a room, kind of like how COVID was, you know what I mean? You're still performing to people. Some people don't even realize they're being live streamed until they get on stage and they see cameras.
Right.
And they're like, oh, wait a minute.
I will say, as a musician that's been on that stage for years, one of the coolest things is if you want to go record a live show, you're so in your head. Even recording in the studio, like it's hard, but you are so in your head about that. And there's a level of comfort and like familiarity and trust as a musician when you get on that stage. You're like, the sound, and also like where the cameras are, like they're there, but you don't think about the shot being like, oh shit, that camera's like really getting me.
Yeah, you're zoomed in. It's like you're standing in front of it.
It's such a great production, and it's such a great piece of what musicians get when they come here. Everybody loves to play on stage. We'll do it. We will play under any circumstances. Peel back the curtain. Almost anybody will play under any circumstances for any amount of money with the worst production. We just want to play music. But to get to do it for a festival like this, it's like so special. Everybody that does it, they're so blown away. There are bands that have played for decades that don't get the experience that they get when they come here. So like it really matters, and we notice it, and I think it translates to the audience. I think as we grow the channel and people start to realize that we've been recording this the whole time, it's like, oh, we're building this like cool catalog. And one of these days, one of these bands, we've gotten bands that are at various levels, but one of these bands all of a sudden is going to be like, oh, we had those guys at the barn, imagine that. Remember that? And it'll be great to look back at that and remember the years and the challenges that we had to put up with to get here. Does the weather mess with you at all when you're back there?
No, Tim's got it nice and dry back there. There's no problems. Yeah.
Your cameras aren't ever in any danger?
The only time have been some, winds that kind of push it in. I had one camera get wet because I didn't think it was just in a spot that I should have noticed beforehand. So I won't run into that issue again. But
it's never going to rain
again.
Back
to normal. Right.
We're not going to have rain anymore.
For some reason, it's just like every year, like what is happening? But yeah, no, I really just in general, I appreciate the festival as a whole. Everybody that's doing their thing. I mean, Tim putting on the festival, all of the people who volunteer to help with the behind the scenes stuff. We're setting up today and doing meetings and things, trying to prepare for next year early, which we've never done, which I think is really cool. Right? This is, a month after, and we're talking about what we can do better for next year, which, we're doing that in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Normally, like when we're checking out bands and stuff like that. So, and the musicians that, are bought in are all professional, what I mean? And crush it. And, Mark Allen, he speaks for himself. So.
Dude.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's great to be a part of.
Buddy, I love it. I love what you do. You're such a huge part of this, and I'm so glad that you are part of the family. We're going to get one more group up here. The grandfathers, Frank and Jacob. Everybody, big hand for Dewan.
Yeah.
I say it all the time, and I think it's one of my dad's sayings. It's like, this shit doesn't just happen, and we put in hours and days and years of experience and efforts here to bring this to you. And these next two gentlemen that are coming up, I would say, are like absolutely anchors of the whole production. Frank and Jacob, come take a seat. Yeah. What up?
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hey. What's up?
How's July?
Busy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was your festival?
It's great. It was good.
Yeah. A blink.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the DJ part of it, because you guys are up in the loft. When at the end of the day, we're going to work backwards here. At the end of the day, at the end of the evening, when all the shows are over and everybody kind of is milling around wondering what's next, you guys bring what's next. DJing in the loft?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How is it in there? Because I, for one, go to bed, but I can hear what's going on. What's the vibe like in there that you would encourage people to experience?
Head nodding.
Head nodding?
Yeah. Just a little bit of juice for the end of the night, just to kind of keep the vampires up and awake a little bit longer that are looking for something to do.
Yeah.
You know.
What?
And Clark's a big part of this too.
Yeah.
You know, he anchors one of the nights for sure.
Yeah.
And that's a very integral part of like the 1-2 punch that we deliver throughout the weekend and whatnot.
So it's like you and Clark and Fisher, I know.
Yeah, Fisher.
Big time. Shout out to Fisher.
Yes, yes.
He holds it down all day long, all weekend. It's dynamite.
He has an inexhaustible gas tank.
Oh, man.
And he's got some really strong pregame as well. You know, like Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Yeah.
He loves taking us till 5 in the morning.
Yep, the Wednesday
you know,
metal
the
set.
festival for us just starts like end of May.
Right, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like the weekend is, you know,
Is a
kind of
blip
like a
on the
little
radar.
bit of a blink. You know.
You know,
whatnot.
that's actually a really, really good point, because as much as, you know, everybody else I've talked to tonight, they do, and they all put in their time. But like I was saying, you guys sort of really do ride herd on the planning of the meetings and like being present. But what you just said, it's starting in May. I mean, you guys are out here cleaning up. I mean, you are cutting the grass and
yeah,
I mean,
and partying.
well, but I mean,
they go hand in hand.
this
and
farm,
it's just kind of-
this farm is. It doesn't look like it does on Friday afternoon until Thursday morning
Yeah.
or Thursday night.
Yeah, it's continual progress throughout the month for sure, and shout out to everybody that loves to put out helpful energy
Yeah.
to making that happen
So,
as well.
do you guys have other folks? Like, who else shows up? I mean, you guys are out here doing everything, but who else shows up with you?
Well, you know, Noah is a big
Noah did
part
some mowing
of,
and
you know,
helped out a lot.
You know, it's a short list this year, but you know,
Yeah.
as far as like naming names off the top of my head, you know, it eludes you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys- you-
Is that something that we should think about doing in the future? Is like a month out? You know, I know we were talking about volunteers for the festival weekend, but it's almost harder to tell people what to do in the heat of battle. So,
Yeah.
so maybe like, you know, I know that we do sort of a trail cleanup. That's something that I've been aware of.
Right. Yep. The trail cleanup's been, you know, the first weekend of May typically.
Yeah.
This year
Got poo-pooed this year.
You know, ice storm closed off the trail,
True. Yeah.
so we weren't able to do it. Looking forward to maybe picking back up on that idea and doing something in the fall this year. There's more details to come about that, but we've talked about like some type of trail activity for the fall.
That might be a good place to like build a team of like prepared, useful, you know, hands for the May time. You know, so so that you guys aren't, so that you don't feel like you have to be the only ones plucking the grass to the last moment.
There is some level of it being therapy too. I mean, we enjoy riding.
Yeah.
Tractor time is enjoyable.
Tractor time is
it is.
You know, it's
so beautiful.
put the headphones on and
the sun's
zone
setting,
out,
the end of the
sunset.
night,
Oh.
and cruise control on the John Deere. And
Yeah.
just sitting
I saw
back.
that new John. Is that a new one?
It's third year out here, I think.
That's new to me. That
It's
is
slick.
it's shiny.
Thing's got like power steering,
it's
man. It's
Really?
great. It's really fun.
That's awesome. And Frank, you did the backdrop.
Yeah, with the help of Jake and
Yeah.
other people as well. And
So you,
stuff like
you guys
that.
like kind of. I remember we were here the week before, and I thought, oh my god, I forgot that even had to be done.
Oh, boy, and this year was a little bit of a chase. You know, things kept running away, time kept running out. Tim was integral with like being able to put the pieces together in which we can operate and put things up
Yeah.
on the backdrop and whatnot.
Yeah, and I think
you know.
as people look back at the videos and kind of just take into account that all that stuff, nothing just happens. Like these guys designed, built, and painted. I mean that the paint was probably drying on Friday.
You know,
Most
I
definitely.
had to, yeah, exactly. You know, Mark got done setting up, and I was like, I got to get in here and do some other touch-ups.
Touch-ups?
And it felt a little bit like nailed it. You know,
Yeah.
time's running out, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, this is it.
And done.
Done, you know.
Well,
You know.
we were out setting up on whatever night, with Wednesday or whatever it was, and I remember looking at the backdrop, and I'm like, that's not done. I mean, we're like 48 hours out, and I saw the like table saw, and I saw the lump. I could see shapes, and I'm like, well, those are wood shapes. Like, so you guys had the plan.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, man. The day job's been smoking. We had a really weirdly busy spring, early summertime at work, so we were scrambling to get here and keep up on that, and
Oh my god.
so we zipped it up.
Yeah.
Last minute.
So
No
you're doing 18-hour days leading up to.
Some of
Well,
got there close once or twice.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. It was definitely heavy.
I
And
genuinely felt like bad. I'm like, oh, they're wiped and it's about to start. So like you said, it's like a blip on the festival itself is a blip compared to the amount that goes into it.
Yeah, and that's for me
Yeah.
a big part of the enjoyment.
Right.
It's not so much the festival,
Yeah.
but it's the whole project and therein of everything.
That's a great
being put-
perspective.
you know.
I feel that way about Bliss sometimes, because, or and it's like any festival, the experience that you have as part of the production, or like having an investment in making it happen, does sort of color your experience. For what the intention is to have other people have a great time.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be what it is if you didn't spend the inverse amount of time making it look like it does. And that leads into merch. You guys made some amazing shirts this year. I really thought they looked great. I like and the sales part of it. I thought was cool. This is the first year that it sort of to me clicked, where I was trying to like involve myself a little bit with the posting of the links and stuff, but like the ads look so professional. I had friends that are in the merch business asking me if we ever need anything, and I'm like, oh, that they're looking at that as like, who's the company that's doing this? And I'm like, in-house, buddy.
Yeah, we got it. Frank
Yeah.
nails that. It's handled, sorted. It's great.
Well, and that's another thing when we sit at the table and your guys are sliding computers around, like, what do you think of that?
Yeah.
How about this? This was the first version.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
And even tonight we're talking about stuff for next year.
Yeah. It's been beautiful, the amount of like teamwork that's been going on with everybody to help kind of be a catalyst for that next idea and that
Yeah.
next thought and put it all together.
And I think nobody taken it like, I think if anybody would be guilty of this, it's me. I tend to like grab, I come from like a problem solving family where it's like, I take it as like, oh, we just need to do this, like just, I push and I like that. And we all have like, there's a dynamic in this group that nobody takes anything personal and it's going to happen on its own time. It's like growing a garden, man. Like the garden's going to grow. We're just like fertilizing it with everybody's different ideas. And then, at the end of the day, it's like it's a shared amount of expertise that makes this thing like grow the way that it does at the right pace. And then it's just, I think, like we were just talking about, starting now to think about next year is like the best possible thing we could do. And even sitting here and doing these lives right now, that people can look back and say, shit, you know, they can check the tape if they want and see whatever we end up with next year and say, oh, they were talking about that in July, a month after the festival.
Yeah.
Do you guys already have some plans? Do we have a theme idea or
Plenty.
You know,
schemes?
it's rolling. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Plans or schemes?
Plans, hopes, and schemes.
Hopes and schemes.
Some dreams too.
Hopes and schemes. So, and you guys are on the road constantly, DJing, bringing the vinyl experience all over northern Michigan all summer long.
Yeah,
all
it's
the time.
been a busy summer.
It has been.
Yeah.
What have you got coming up?
Well, we have our regular scheduled every other Friday type of thing going on at Beards. So I'll be there tomorrow night. And then the continuance of the thing that Jake and I have been doing, the crate digs, the record store pop-ups. So we're doing another one this Sunday in Elk Rapids.
Yep.
At Ethnology, yep.
Awesome.
That's usually a great time. And then, you know, getting into the dog days of summer, you know, kind of coasting. Kept a couple weekends free completely.
No way.
So that there can be some camping or
Sure.
some other things to do with our wives and stuff like that.
Buddy.
So,
Believe me, I know.
yeah.
Well, those crate digs are awesome. I've been to a couple of them, and you know, there's a lot of people that are into vinyl collecting and record collecting, and these guys have a really cool little indoor market with music going, and there's an amazing variety of really cool albums that you can check out. So look for them at Ethnology and at Beards, and look at Beat Nip Systems. Frank's really good at letting you know what's going on with that. And whenever you see an image or a shirt, if you've been lucky enough to catch a shirt at Soul or anything with the logo on it, anything with the design, these guys have been absolutely balls to the wall and all that stuff. So it's such a cool thing that you guys bring to it. Really appreciate it. And I can never stay up as late as you guys do. That's an amazing skill.
Yeah, hey, 5 a.m. baby.
What's 5 a.m.?
Watch the sun come up 3 days in a row.
Oh my God. Animals, absolute animals.
Everything together.
After building it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this has been a journey around the world of Soul from for the recap of Soul 2025. I can't believe it already happened. It's already been a month. We're going to blink and it's going to be winter time. So enjoy the rest of your summers. I'm sure we'll be doing some more of these. Coming up shortly, we've got Kirby bringing some live music to us. So go on the website, go on the YouTube channel, LostTamaracLodge.com, and Lost Tamarack Stage on YouTube. And we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
great. We're Rainbow Timber from Marquette. The Plaudits are next. Thanks to Ryan and Tim and the sound and everything. You guys have been great. We got merch back there in that back room. Come talk with us about Black Sabbath and stuff. I don't know. See you around.
It takes a whole lot of sweet time to make a love as good as fine wine. Oh, but babe, when I first met you, I knew that you would be mine. Oh, mine. Oh, the more you give me sunshine, the greener my vine. And the longer I wait, the better it tastes. This love is so divine. You take the worries off of my mind. You got me feeling just fine. No matter how long it takes, we're waiting around anyway. My love is here to stay. Just like the weather in the valley, in the night you feel that cool breeze. After a long hard day, your love is such a relief. And there's no place I'd rather be than by your side. If minutes go gold, then I would spend my life saving every dime. Honey, it's worth the price of your hand in mine. Oh, yeah, now. Oh, Oh, you take the worries off of my mind. Got me feeling just fine. No matter how long it takes, we're waiting around anyway. My love is here to stay. We took the time to see it through. Cheers to me and you. Oh, I tip my glass, not too fast. I'm gonna savor the fruit. Yeah. kept her life. But it's just getting stronger. Shake it off the wall. In the lights. You know I know what's not broken.
what you living for, everybody run. No, I don't wanna break away from the pain coming down the same. I don't wanna breathe unless you're breathing me. Everybody needs a little more than I can take. I feel the sound coming round and round. I've been thinking, dreaming of a place where we can finally get away. Take my hand, let's go. I've been thinking, dreaming of the place where we can finally get away. Take my hand, let's go. All night long, it can't be wrong as long as I am with you. And I ride over the mountain. All night long, it can't be wrong as long as I am with you. Different kind of love. Hey, what you living for? Everybody run. No, I don't wanna break away from the pain coming down the same. I don't wanna breathe unless you're breathing me. Everybody needs a little more than I can take. I feel the sound coming down around. I've been thinking, dreaming of a place where we can finally get away. Take my hand, let's go. I've been thinking, dreaming of a place where we can finally get away. Take my hand, let's go. Over the mountain. All night long,
All right. Here we are live at the Soul of the Lost Tamarack. Behind the barn in the what is normally the green room kind of, I guess. Huh? Looking out the window at the most beautiful sunset right now. So I thought I'd give you this little song. I got one song for the old guitar here. 1975, It's My Beauty. Oh. There's a dog at the door. Okay. I call this Turn Your Anger into Art. Well, if your best girl leaves you for someone, get yourself a guitar instead of a gun. Shoot a few minor chords at the setting sun. If your best girl leaves you for someone. If the one who says she loves you breaks your heart, keep your cool, don't fall apart. Just turn your anger into art. If the one who says she loves you breaks your heart, and don't cry about it. Write a book. Now if you're eating crow, become a gourmet cook. You better learn to sing the blues. Now the times are tough. Or paint a picture, things will get better soon enough. Cause some dreams come true, but some come false. Go stomp your clogging shoes, maybe learn how to waltz, or pound out your aggressions on a basketball. Cause some come true, man, but some dreams come false. But don't whine about it, she's history. Find your steady hand, you'll find sanity. Now pour it all into a poem, or even a song. She'll be out of your mind in no time at all. Oh, there you go, boy. Yeah, you may not be the next Rembrandt, Yo-Yo Ma, or Cary Grant, but don't have a cow or go postal, man, cause it'll be alright once you understand. If your best girl leaves you for someone, you got to get yourself a guitar instead of a gun. Shoot a few minor chords at the setting sun. If your best girl leaves you for someone. There we have it. I think that's the only song I'm going to do on this old guitar. I'm going to switch over. I like to play this one once in a while. Oops, sorry about that. Since it's older than I am. No, I'm kidding on that one, that's for sure. It's only a 1975, so I'm a 1960 myself. A good year. Especially no matter how old I get, I'll never forget how old I am. You know, it's a nice even year and everything.
Actually, Kirk, can you, yeah, go fix that. Got it.
What do you need there? Oh, it's gonna go that away.
Yeah, it just came off.
All right, cool. It's working okay for you guys? Yeah, great. These guys do a bang-up job, I tell you, it's amazing. I've been here all night watching the interviews, and it's been great. A good Michigan beer. There's a little something I just thought I'd throw out. You remember winter? I kind of remember. I almost forgot what winter was, but a few winters back, I was sitting around feeling sorry for myself, I guess. And this song came out of it, and it's just been like, that's what matters most, it's called. I said, baby, I'm afraid things are gonna get tight this month. What I wouldn't give, not have to worry just once. Hey, it's an uphill climb. You know that I'll need a running start to go. But with you running beside me, that's what matters most. She said, honey, I'm amazed at how much you get done. And if anyone can make it, hey, I know you're the one. And I can do without an ocean view on the California coast. Build me a house of love, 'cause that's what matters most. And the thing that matters most is in your eyes of blue. And when I say I love you, honey, you know that it's true. And when it all comes down to solid ground, the one sure thing I know is you love me too, and babe, that's what matters most. Yeah, I may not be the world's richest guy, but I'm a millionaire with you by my side. And the thing that matters most is in your eyes blue. And when I say I love you, honey, you know that it's true. And when it all comes down to solid ground, the one sure thing I know is you love me too, and baby, that's what matters most. Well, the thing that matters most, that's what matters most. I know what matters most. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's what matters most. All right. Let me tune this thing up here a little bit. thought I'd share a new reggae tune with you. You know, we've been having quite a summer. The party light has been on more than it's been off, you might say. And sometimes I ask myself, man, are you getting too old for this? Maybe you should start considering cutting back on some of these bad habits of yours. And then another cool festival comes along or something, I find myself right back in the old habits. So anyway, a little song about it. I call this Starting Tonight. Let me find the right flavor here. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna change this crazy life. Give up the things that are bad for me. No more stumbling through the door, waking up on the floor. No smoke, no fat, no fun, just squeaky clean. Whoa, but starting tonight, we're gonna let it roll. Set 'em up, I'll knock 'em down just like dominoes. Smoking fat cigars, driving fast to the next bar, hanging loose and getting tight. Starting tonight, all right. First thing in the morning, I'll be walking a straight line. I'm gonna give up the things that are bad for me. Wait a minute, that was the first verse. Let's try that again, okay? We gotta get it right, man. First thing in the morning. Moving on. Gonna lose this here spare tire or volunteer for my church choir. Stop howling at the moon way off key. Whoa, but starting tonight, we're gonna really let it rip. We're gonna flip and fly till there's nothing left to flip. Oh. Dance until I drop with anyone who won't make me stop. Gonna cut that rug up right, starting tonight. Yeah, most of my favorite habits will ruin your health. But I don't know if I can stand the stress of being someone else. So maybe next week I'm gonna give up all this crap and start doing things to make my mama proud. I'm gonna give up the booze and cigs, or maybe buy just one more pack. 'Cause right now, mama's not around. Oh, sorry, Mom. Whoa, but starting tonight, we're gonna let it ride. Unleash that wild inner party guy. Blazing across the sky, staying up to watch that sunrise like there's no end in sight. Starting tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On the way home, I'll remember that lost line, you know. It's kind of like the soul of the lost tamarack. Something was lost here, we're trying to reclaim it, I guess. I have a hangout at my place we call the Lost Lyric Lounge. One time I had a lyric in a wallet, like half written, and I got mugged and the wallet got stolen. I didn't care about anything. I only had like 20 bucks in there, but that lyric got lost and I never did remember what it was or what it, I always think maybe that was the one, you know. Yeah, probably not, but still. Anyway, how are we doing for time? We got a little bit of time for another maybe? Or?
About 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, it sure is a nice, hot, sultry summer night here, and that's real sweat you're seeing. And wishing I had wore my bathing suit maybe, but it's a lot hotter down in New Orleans right now, I'm sure. That's where this song was born. And it's kind of a group participation thing, so you folks out there in internet land can hum along, whatever it is you feel like doing, as long as it sounds like a horn. Okay, you got horn sounds. But I get to be the trombone, all right? She's dancing. She's dancing. She's dancing all alone while the band plays. The man sings baritone on a heat wave. She sails the torrid zone while the Creole man blows his slide trombone. Alligators cry crocodile tears while he sings low of nights in old Zaire, desperate gunshots ring out far too near. Still she dances without a trace of fear. She remembers when that levee broke her dreams and that devil mud came right through her door screen. Every lost soul would fight to be redeemed, but some just never will come clean. Sweet summer sweat. Now the bass walks with the clarinet. Believe you'll be alright and dance on through the summer's night. Now she's twirling in her gold lame. No voodoo or bad moon can betray her feeling. This is a brighter day, so she'll just dance the night She's dancing. All right. Thank you. Woo. There's a few people in the back there. Hi, guys. All right, let's see here. Perhaps another new one. I'm in a bit of a minor mood tonight, I guess, for some reason. Let's see if I can remember how this goes. This is a brand new song that was spurned out of a weekend or two at the Lamb's Retreat for Songwriters last fall. The song was not an assignment. It was a song I had already been working on, but you know, you get into this group of songwriters and you get inspired, and quite often I finish writing another song that I was already doing aside from the assignment song that we get. But I've been airing this one out quite a bit lately. Another dark tune, I'm afraid. All right. Here we go. She was just 14. Daddy grabbed her by the hair. He said, "It's my way or the highway." Right then she made her choice. Soon as the coast was clear, she was on her way, walking out the driveway. Troubles passed through the soles in her shoes. She grew up fast because she had to. But it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. Never gonna be like that again. It's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. It's never gonna be like that again. When Grandpa turned 16, he dropped out of school and he went to work at the Peabody coal mine. He didn't see much choice. He had to pull his own weight and leave his childish notions behind. And he could only dream down in that hole that the next black seam would somehow turn to gold. But it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. Never gonna be like that again. It's not gonna be like that. Not gonna be like that. It's never gonna be like that again. Think about the ones who have left home. How will they survive out on their own? But it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. Never gonna be like that again. It's not gonna be like that. Not gonna be like that. It's never gonna be like that for them. All right. It'll be like that. Not if we can help it, right? All right. Yes, sir. Okay. Maybe a little jumper here just for fun, huh? If you don't know what a jumper is, well, I guess you're about to find out, right? Here in Wolverine, we're on the outskirts of Wolverine and very, very close to a giant anaconda we call I-75. It's been there a long time, I guess. Longer than me. All right. Got a $2 breakfast special on my plate. It won't be very long now, I'll be on my way. Yes, I'll be rolling south on the 75 interstate. Slide behind the wheel, strap my body down. Pavement so smooth you can move without a sound. They got a new speed limit, you can lay that hammer down, 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 down. Because the freeway, it's the easy way when you're going for a 2-day drive. Just rolling south on old I-75. Just crossed over that 45th parallel line. Keep drifting back to last night, she was by my side. I got to bite my lip and roll the window open wide. Cause she asked me to stay, she begged me not to go. But I prefer to travel light, gal. I'm a rambling Joe. Ain't no new grass growing up between my toes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Because the freeway, it's the easy way when you're going for a 2-day drive. Just rolling south on old I-75. 75. Now macking on to Detroit, Cincinnati, Ohio, Lexington, Kentucky, where that bluegrass grows. On south to Chattanooga, where the Tennessee River flows. Down in Atlanta, Georgia, you can't outrun that heat. You better not even try, boy. Down upon the Swanee, I'll be dancing in my seat. Gainesville to Tampa, south through Old St. Pete. Because the freeway is the easy way when you're going for a 2-day drive. Just rolling south on old I-75. You know the freeway, it's the easy way when you're going for a 2-day drive. Just rolling south on old I-75. Flat tire. One more, you think? Okay. Well, let's see. How about a something here? So many songs, so little time, you know. If some of you out there in internet land are wondering why don't I know these songs this guy's playing? It's probably because you don't know my music. They're all my songs pretty much. So, not that that's what you will hear when you go out to see me perform. Most of the time I mix it up. I play covers and originals, you know. But I'm going to be up at Legs End tomorrow night. I'm there on Fridays and at the Beer to Mac in Mac City on Saturday night. So, KirbyMusic.com. That's where you go to find out info about the old Curbmeister, okay? And some really cool things that are going on in my life. So thanks for listening. Oh gosh, it's the humidity here. Sorry about this, but I gotta be in tune. Little song inspired by the late great David Olney. When I go, let me go out like David Olney. No one more tune, just that's all, folks. Hey, I'm so sorry. They can cry if they want to. Well, it's all good. When I go, I'll go out knowing I did best I could. When I pass on, let my last song not be like Elvis, alone on the throne when angels fly in from Memphis. One collective sigh as the whole world stares in disbelief. Let me pass at the top like a king should be. 'Cause I'm not asking for forgiveness when my time has come. down, hey, that's a damn good start. And not the end. 'Cause when I leave, let it be with no regrets. Open arms, ready for whatever happens next. Yeah, let my memory be the balm that heals your troubled mind. When I leave, let me leave here knowing this was not just a waste of time. 'Cause I'm not asking for forever, but there's so much to be done till we all breathe the blissfulness of one last setting sun. When I go, let me go out like David Olney. All right, sleep tight. Thank you.